Have you ever felt guilty for wanting more than one career? Like you're broken because you can't just pick one path and settle? You're passionate, talented, curious became a problem. And people tell you you're not indecisive, you're not flaky, you're not confused. You've just been trying to force an INFJ mind into a one-track system that was never built for you. What if the reason you feel stuck is because no one ever showed you how to build a career that fits all of you, not just one piece? In this video, I'm breaking down the career frameworks built for INFJs who refuse to shrink themselves just to fit in. Stay with me. This might be the first time your career finally makes sense.
The INFJ at a crossroads. A young professional sits alone late at night, career paths swirling in her mind. She's an INFJ pulled in many directions: counseling, writing, design, activism, each calling deeply. With every new idea, her pulse quickens and thoughts race. If I choose one path, she worries, will I regret not taking the others? The weight of this decision presses down, her mind exhausted from deliberation. This is profound decision fatigue, intense for an INFJ known for deep vision and purpose. Yet, as overwhelming as this crossroads feels, there is hope. We will uncover why INFJs feel paralyzed by career choices and how they can find clarity. Stay tuned to see how an INFJ who likes many things can turn that into their greatest strength, aligning with their values and vision.
Decision fatigue is a real psychological phenomenon where every choice drains our mental energy. For most, a day of many decisions is tiring, leading to exhaustion. However, for INFJs, this experience hits much harder, impacting them with greater intensity. INFJs don't take decisions lightly. They approach each one with significant gravity and consideration. This personality type deeply analyzes and emotionally invests in every choice they encounter. An INFJ isn't merely choosing lunch or a job. Their process is far more intricate. They weigh how a choice aligns with values, impacts others, and shapes their life's vision. Consider Alex, an INFJ, deciding on a management position. To an outsider, it seems straightforward. But in Alex's mind, every angle ignites profound questions and considerations. Will this role provide connection or status? Allow creativity? Affect family or long-term purpose? This intense, values-driven thinking means an INFJ pours enormous energy into even small decisions. No wonder by day's end, Alex feels completely drained, mentally and emotionally exhausted. Psychologically, this overanalysis often leads to what we call analysis paralysis. The brain's decision circuits basically freeze up under too much pressure, unable to move forward. The fear of making the wrong choice only adds to this burden, intensifying their struggle. This fear of regret, what if I pick the wrong path, can be crippling for an INFJ. This often leads to indecision or procrastination as they struggle to commit to any option. Their inherent perfectionism kicks in. They desire the ideal choice, so nothing feels perfect enough. It's like their mind runs a marathon for every decision, leading to profound mental exhaustion. Tips to ease INFJ decision fatigue: simplify small choices. INFJs can conserve mental energy by eliminating unnecessary decisions. For example, adopting routines for trivial daily choices like meals and outfits can free up brain power. This strategy helps save your strength for decisions that truly matter, reducing cognitive load and preventing mental exhaustion. Set decision windows. Rather than ruminate endlessly, give yourself a gentle deadline or a specific window of time to decide. Making big decisions earlier in the day when your mind is fresh can also help, leveraging your peak mental clarity. Check in with your intuition. As an INFJ, your intuition is a powerful compass, guiding you through complex choices. Instead of analyzing one more pro/con list, find a quiet moment and listen to your gut feeling, allowing your inner wisdom to emerge. Often, your subconscious already knows which option feels right. Trust that inner voice. It's the same intuition that INFJs are famed for. This intuition is capable of sifting through noise and finding what truly aligns with your core values and aspirations. Release perfectionism. Remember, there is no absolutely perfect decision in life, only different paths and experiences. Accept that doing your best with the information you have is enough. Let go of the idea that you must foresee every outcome. This mental detachment can liberate you from paralysis, allowing you to move forward with confidence and ease. As one expert puts it, even a well-considered choice can have unexpected outcomes, but that doesn't mean it was the wrong choice. By acknowledging how decision fatigue affects them, INFJs like Alex can show themselves some compassion and understanding. It's not that they're weak at deciding, it's that they care so much, investing deeply in every choice they make. Once INFJs streamline less important choices and trust their intuitive heart, they regain clarity and energy for the big decisions that truly matter. If you're an INFJ listening to this and thinking, yes, I do feel utterly exhausted by decisions, take a deep breath. You're not alone, and it's not a flaw. Many INFJs experience this, and it's a testament to their thoughtful nature. In fact, understanding this about yourself is the first step to making empowered career choices and living a more fulfilling life. Coming up, we'll explore how being passionate about many things, something that might seem like a problem, can actually be a tremendous strength for INFJs. Stay with us, because next we're diving into the world of the multi-passionate INFJ, uncovering their unique potential. The multi-passionate INFJ embracing many interests. Meet Isabella. By day, she's a data analyst, but ask her about her interests and you'll discover a world within her. She's writing a novel, learning guitar, volunteering at an animal shelter, and considering a certificate in counseling. Isabella is the quintessential multi-passionate INFJ. Instead of one singular calling, she feels drawn to many passions at once. Does that sound familiar? INFJs are often creative idealists with wide-ranging interests, a trait they share with many multi-potentialites or people with diverse talents that defy a single career label. Being a multi-passionate INFJ is a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a gift. Having many interests means you're adaptable, curious, and skilled at blending ideas from different fields. INFJs with their strong intuition love learning new things and finding patterns across disciplines. They often excel at connecting the dots. For example, seeing how psychology and art and technology might intersect to solve a problem. This versatility and big picture thinking can lead to innovation that more specialized folks might overlook. Truly, many INFJs are like modern Renaissance souls, Leonardo da Vinci's of the heart, craving both knowledge and purpose. But on the other hand, being multi-passionate can be overwhelming. Society often pressures us to pick one thing and stick with it. An INFJ who doesn't want to choose just one path may face raised eyebrows from friends or family. Why can't you just focus? You have a great job. Why consider something else? This societal expectation to specialize can make the INFJ feel abnormal or guilty for dreaming of more. And internally, the INFJ's own fear of missing out kicks in. Choosing one passion feels like betraying the others. They worry that by pursuing career path A, they'll forever lose the chance to explore B, C, and D. It's a tormenting catch-22. Whatever they choose, part of them feels they're leaving behind something they love. No wonder career indecision is common among multi-potentialites. The fear of closing the door on other opportunities can lead to analysis paralysis or frequent job hopping. So how can an INFJ embrace their many interests without losing their mind? It starts with acceptance. There is nothing wrong with you for not having a single, laser-focused passion. Many INFJs are naturally wired to be broad in their interests. In fact, one informal study found INFJs and INFPs were significantly overrepresented among multi-potentialite students. It's okay, even normal, for you to be this way. Once you give yourself permission to be multi-passionate, you can move from feeling scattered to feeling strategically versatile. Managing the multi-passionate INFJ life involves understanding and harmonizing your diverse interests to create a fulfilling existence. Often, if you look at your many interests, a common thread emerges, revealing a deeper connection. Perhaps you realize, wow, everything I love involves helping people grow in some way, or all my passions have a creative element. Identifying this core theme, the personal mission uniting your passions, can give you a sense of focus. You're not dabbling randomly, you're exploring one mission through multiple avenues. Rather than tackling all interests at once and burning out, consider giving each passion its own time and space. For example, dedicate weekends to writing, weeknights to that online course, and work hours to your primary job. Having a structured passion schedule ensures each interest gets attention and you don't feel guilty about the ones on hold. Remember, you can enjoy many things over a lifetime. You don't have to do them all this month. INFJs can be perfectionists, often due to their high idealism. If you demand perfection in every one of your pursuits, you'll quickly feel stretched thin and discouraged. Practice being a learner instead of a perfectionist. It's okay to be amateur at some of your hobbies. They exist to bring you joy and growth, not just achievement. Create a personal mission statement. Write down a 1 or 2 sentence statement that captures what you want to contribute to the world, encompassing your varied interests. For example, I'm dedicated to healing and inspiring others, whether through counseling, art, or writing. This is your North Star. When new opportunities arise, see if they fit your mission statement. If yes, great. If not, you can let them go more easily, knowing you're still true to your overall purpose. As an INFJ, you have that visionary intuition. Use it to imagine creative combinations of your passions. Maybe you can merge 2 interests into one career path. Think of an INFJ who loves psychology and art. Perhaps they become an art therapist, blending both. Trust that your unique mix of skills could become a unique niche. Above all, embrace the journey. Being a multi-passionate INFJ is a bit like being on a grand adventure with multiple side quests. It may not be the straightest path, but it is richly rewarding. Your broad interests, when managed with a bit of strategy, become fuel for creativity and deeply personalized success.
Career paths and frameworks for INFJs who like many things. Let's get practical about the INFJ's multi-passionate nature. How can someone who likes many things design a career that doesn't feel like a straitjacket? Creative career paths are more feasible than ever. INFJs who don't fit the one-track career mold have many options to thrive professionally while honoring their variety of interests. 1. Portfolio careers. You might hold multiple roles simultaneously. For example, freelance graphic designer, part-time teacher, or weekend life coach. Rather than 1 9 to 5 job, you curate a portfolio of gigs or part-time positions that fulfill different aspects of your personality. Many multi-potentialites succeed with this model, as it offers flexibility to pursue multiple passions simultaneously. An INFJ could work 3 days a week at a nonprofit, fulfilling their value for helping others, and spend the rest of the week building their own Etsy art business, satisfying their creative side. The key is that all the pieces together provide financial stability and personal fulfillment. This path requires good time management and courage, but it can be incredibly satisfying if variety is your spice of life. 2. Hybrid or interdisciplinary roles. Some jobs inherently blend disciplines, perfect for INFJs with multiple interests. Look for hybrid roles that connect your varied skills. For example, an environmental lawyer merges law and ecology. A UX researcher merges psychology and design. A healthcare storyteller merges writing with medicine. INFJs, with their big picture view, often enjoy being bridges between fields, excelling at creating connections between seemingly disparate domains. If you can't find a hybrid role, you might create one. Propose a new project at work that lets you use another talent, or craft a unique position for yourself. Employers today value innovation, and your diverse skill set can be an asset that sets you apart, as long as you can clearly narrate how your different skills add value. Craft an elevator pitch that tells your multifaceted story in a cohesive way, so others see the method in your magic. 3. Sequential careers. You may have different chapters in your professional life. Maybe in your 20s you work in marketing, in your 30s you transition to teaching, and in your 40s, you run a small farm retreat center. This isn't failure to stick to one thing. It's intentional pivoting when one path has run its course or when a new passion calls strongly. INFJs often have a sense of a higher calling. As they grow, that calling can evolve. Skills and experiences from one career can carry over to the next. Embracing sequential careers means you allow yourself to rise anew like a phoenix every decade or so, bringing all your wisdom along. Many INFJs find this liberating. You're not locked into a choice you made at 22. You are allowed to reinvent yourself and pursue new passions without feeling like you're starting from scratch each time, because you're not. 4. Side hustles and passion projects. Maybe you have one stable primary career, but you keep your other passions alive on the side. This is a perfectly valid approach. For example, you might be a full-time nurse, serving your INFJ empathy in healthcare, but also run a small photography business on weekends to satisfy your artistic urge. Or vice versa. Perhaps your main job is technical to pay the bills, and you volunteer as a counselor in evenings to meet that need for meaningful connection. Side projects can prevent burnout by giving an outlet for talents you can't use from 9 to 5. Many INFJs even turn side hustles into new careers down the line once they've grown them. The key is you don't have to get all your fulfillment from your day job. It's okay to mix and match life roles to create an overall sense of purpose. 5. Entrepreneurship or custom path. INFJs are visionaries at heart, quiet ones, perhaps, but visionaries nonetheless. If you have an entrepreneurial spirit, starting your own venture can be the ultimate way to design a career around everything you love. Entrepreneurs wear many hats: strategist, creator, service provider, marketer, etc. This naturally suits a multi-passionate person. As an INFJ entrepreneur, you could build a wellness center that combines your passions for psychology, yoga, and art. Or launch a social enterprise that utilizes your business savvy and your drive to help the community. Freelancing similarly lets you take on diverse projects. The freedom here is high. You get to decide what your work includes. Just be mindful, running a business requires comfort with uncertainty and a bit of extroversion for networking, so ensure you have the support and energy for it. But many INFJs succeed as solo professionals or business owners precisely because it grants them independence and alignment with their values. The bottom line for a multi-passionate INFJ is this: your career can be as unique as you are. You can combine paths, pursue more than one interest, or change directions when needed. In fact, INFJs often find meaning in creating bridges and new solutions in their work. Your varied background can become your superpower. Don't let anyone tell you that you must pick one thing and abandon all others. As long as you ensure some focus, you can absolutely design a fulfilling, multifaceted career. In the next segment, we'll talk about what happens when an INFJ reaches a mid-career turning point, how to navigate pivoting to a new path in your 30s or 40s without feeling like you've wasted time. For many INFJs, midlife is when all those passions and values start pulling them in a new direction. Let's explore how to pivot gracefully and powerfully.
Pivoting in your 30s or 40s, changing careers without starting over. Marcus, a 40-year-old INFJ, has spent 15 years in a corporate career. Despite his success, he feels a growing dissatisfaction, as his INFJ intuition whispers that his true purpose lies in helping others more directly. Marcus pivots, leaving his corporate job for a community youth organization, leveraging his leadership and empathy for personal fulfillment. Though his income drops and peers are surprised, Marcus feels alive. For INFJs, this midlife career pivot is often a pivotal awakening. In their 30s or 40s, many INFJs focus on growth, authenticity, and individuation as they mature. Unlike others, INFJs and INFPs often feel less attached to social expectations, tuning into their inner calling by this age. They realize careers chosen in their 20s, perhaps for practicality, no longer fit who they've become. Valuing alignment with ideals, INFJs make big changes for a more meaningful life. During midlife, INFJs might quit jobs, redefine relationships, move, or embrace new creative or humanitarian paths. This is a welcome transformation, a midlife awakening. If you feel this pull, you're tapping into a strength of your personality. You're prioritizing growth and purpose over playing it safe. Your years of experience will serve you in new ways. Here are strategies to pivot careers in midlife as an INFJ without starting from scratch. Reframe your narrative by taking stock of your skills and wisdom. You have a treasure trove of transferable skills. INFJs excel in communication, empathy, conflict resolution, and creative problem solving. You also have hard skills like project management or data analysis. Don't think you're new and must discard your past. Craft a continuous career story. For example, after a decade in marketing, apply those skills to nonprofits. Every chapter taught you something. Highlight your unique background as an asset to potential employers. Leverage your network and mentors. By your 30s or 40s, you've built contacts. Employers appreciate mid-career changers for their maturity. Reach out to those in fields of interest for informational interviews. Find mentors who have made similar pivots. Their guidance demystifies the process. People like to share advice if you approach sincerely. Many will offer introductions or share their transition stories. You're not alone in this journey. Build skills strategically. You likely don't need a whole new 4-year degree for a career change. Identify specific gaps. A 6-month certification or online course can boost credibility. INFJs are excellent students when interested. Adult brains remain plastic, capable of learning. Your introverted side might enjoy quiet study to master a new field. Don't get stuck in endless preparation. Learn what's needed, but remember your existing strengths. Pilot the change. Test the waters before leaping. Start a side project, volunteer, or consult. If moving from accounting to counseling, volunteer as a counselor in training. This builds confidence and confirms you enjoy the work. Real-world exposure ensures your intuition aligns with reality. Emotional resilience. Pivoting can stir grief, anxiety, or imposter syndrome. These feelings are normal. Lean on your support system and practice self-compassion. You're brave for pursuing an authentic path. Remind yourself why you're doing it. Greater alignment with values and purpose. Reconnect to that inner why to stay strong. Many reinvent careers in their 30s, 40s, even 50s. Multiple career chapters are becoming the norm. Your 30s or 40s are perfect for an INFJ to pivot with experience, self-knowledge, and decades of contribution ahead. Think of it as bringing all you are to a new arena. Each path builds on the last. Embracing change, INFJs find their 30s and 40s a time of professional rebirth, where intuition and experience converge. When an INFJ aligns with their purpose, their dedication and passion create amazing outcomes.
We've discussed understanding yourself and exploring options. Now, let's tackle decision making. All career paths are useless if you're stuck in indecision. INFJs, with their overthinking and high ideals, risk analysis paralysis. This means being so caught up in analyzing options that you become paralyzed and can't move forward. The antidote is aligned decision making, choices deeply in tune with your values and intuition. This allows you to move forward with confidence and less second guessing. Analysis paralysis is when overthinking leads to inaction. You might research a career change for months, read articles, make lists, and end up more confused. Your mind runs in circles with "but what if" scenarios. For INFJs, analysis paralysis stems from fear and perfectionism, fear of making the wrong decision and wanting the absolute best choice. The irony is, the harder you analyze, the more stuck you feel. Physical signs include anxiety, insomnia, and constantly seeking reassurance without feeling assured. Contrast that with aligned decision-making. An aligned decision resonates with your core values and long-term vision. Aligned decisions aren't always easy or risk-free, but they feel right on a deeper level. Think of a time you knew something was right, or when something felt wrong despite looking good on paper. Those gut feelings are clues. For INFJs, ignoring intuition for logic often leads to dissatisfaction. Aligned decision-making balances head and heart, using analysis and listening to your inner voice. It's making the choice that clicks with your authentic self, even if unconventional. So, how do we move from paralysis to alignment? Here are strategies to overcome analysis paralysis. First, clarify your core values and vision. Define what truly matters to you. Envision your life in 10 years. What kind of person do you want to be? With clear values and vision, decision-making simplifies. Does this align with my values and vision? If yes, it's a good choice. If no, it's not your path, even if tempting. For an INFJ, this inner compass cuts through mental noise. Second, limit information overload. Research is good, but too much information doesn't mean better decisions. Set reasonable limits on options or research time. Analysis paralysis often masquerades as thoroughness, but too much data confuses. Most decisions are reversible or adjustable. You can course correct. Third, tune into your body wisdom. Our bodies often know the truth before our minds. When imagining option A, do you feel tight? Option B, relief or expansion? These somatic signals are useful, especially for feeling types like INFJ. An aligned decision feels like a weight lifted. Even if scary, it feels right. Fourth, distinguish fear from intuition. INFJ's vivid imaginations can make fears vivid too. Fear is loud, anxious, and often tied to others' opinions or worst-case scenarios. Intuition is quieter, steadier, a persistent nudge, not a panic scream. Fifth, embrace good enough decisions and iteration. No decision is final and perfect. Life is evolving. Make the best decision with current knowledge, then adapt. Treat decisions as experiments. If a new career isn't right, you can pivot. The goal is to choose an aligned path and give it your best, not pick one perfect thing. Sixth, set a decision deadline and next action. Convert nebulous decisions into concrete timelines. Mark it on your calendar. Do your checks, gather info, then honor the deadline. When the day comes, make the choice your heart and mind lean towards, then take a small step to implement it. Taking action builds momentum and confidence, breaking the spell of paralysis. Finally, trust yourself. You can handle the outcome. Analysis paralysis is a lack of self-trust. Build self-trust by recalling past successful decisions or challenges you navigated well. You are capable and resilient. Even if a choice brings challenges, you can adapt and learn. Shifting from analysis paralysis to aligned decision-making is a practice, not an overnight change. Each time you make a choice that feels right, you strengthen that muscle. Over time, decision-making becomes empowering, not fearful. An aligned decision for an INFJ satisfies the mind and brings peace to the heart. It's better to take an imperfect step forward on an inspiring path than to stand frozen dreaming of perfection. As you practice, the fog lifts and your true path becomes clearer. Empowered career decisions as an INFJ. Standing at that career crossroads with so many interests tugging at you can feel overwhelming, but remember, it's also a sign of how much potential and passion you carry within. An INFJ who likes many things isn't indecisive or lost. They're abundant. Abundant in vision, in talent, and in heart. The journey to choosing a career as an INFJ is really a journey to knowing yourself deeply and trusting that who you are is enough. In this video, we saw why decisions weigh heavy on INFJ's shoulders and how to lighten that load by cutting out noise and trusting their intuitive compass. We reframed the multi-passionate INFJ not as a problem, but as a creative identity to be managed and celebrated. You truly can embrace many interests and still have focus and impact. We explored concrete career frameworks that break the one-track mold, from portfolio careers to hybrid roles, proving that you can design work that fits you. We walked through pivoting in midlife, seeing that it's never too late to realign with your purpose. Every experience you've had can become fuel for your next chapter. And we tackled the inner game, learning to overcome analysis paralysis with aligned, values-driven decisions so that you can choose your path with more peace and confidence. If there's one message to take away, it's this: you, as an INFJ, have the power to create a career that resonates with your soul. Your introversion gives you depth and focus. Your intuition gives you vision and creativity. Your feeling side gives you empathy and a drive for meaning. Your judging side gives you determination to follow through. All these traits, when balanced, equip you to navigate the most winding of career paths. Yes, you might like many things, and that is a strength, not a weakness, when approached wisely. You are not doomed to forever indecision. On the contrary, once you align your choices with your authentic self, you'll make decisions faster and with more conviction, because you'll feel when something is right. As you move forward, dare to trust yourself and dare to be different. The world needs the unique careers and contributions that INFJs bring, those holistic solutions, that compassionate leadership, that inspiring art or advocacy that only someone like you, with many passions and a big heart, can create. Your career path may not look like anyone else's, and that's exactly the point. Keep learning, keep growing, and above all, keep listening to that quiet inner guidance. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to watch our next video, INFJ Superpowers, Using Intuition to Thrive in Work and Life, where we dive even deeper into trusting your gut and overcoming perfectionism as an INFJ. It's the perfect companion to what we discussed today, and it will empower you further on your journey. Thank you for spending this time to invest in yourself. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, towards a career that feels true to you is a victory. Stay true to your vision, and until next time, take care of your unique self. You've got this.